Is the country less compassionate? Yes, I believe it is. When we 60 years ago, after the post-war settlement was still in place, where what we believed in was the common good, and people worked together for the common good. And then there was a change, a political change, and it marked a social change as well. And the common good went out of the window, and it was about private greed, private projects, and the common good went out of the window. And it's crystallised in the way we treat the most vulnerable people, and it's crystallised in the way we tell people who are desperately sick that they won't get any financial support unless the state assesses them and tells them they are fit to work. And it's in the sanctions. We came across one man who took his pregnant wife to hospital. She was in premature labour. He missed his appointment to the job centre, and his money stopped. His money stopped. And that was one of hundreds and hundreds of stories we heard. And people live in fear. A man was ill. He fell down. He injured himself badly. They called the ambulance. He was afraid to get in because they were afraid they would keep him in hospital overnight and he'd miss his appointment to the job centre. People are living in fear. And it's absolutely an intolerable way to live. There's a conscious cruelty in the way the system is being imposed, because the state knows what it's doing. The Tory government knows exactly what it's doing.
So why isn't Labour more popular?
Why isn't Labour more popular? It is because the Parliamentary Labour Party has done its best to undermine its leader. That's why it's more popular, and people won't vote for a divided party. It's quite clear. But if you look at the policies, the Labour Party would abolish assessments, which of course it should do. And we know that the government knows it's wrong, because if you appeal against the assessment, you will almost certainly win. So they know they're teasing people in a very cruel way. And what happens when you're sanctioned? Your life is forced into chaos, and people are going to food banks, and there were 1,100,000 food parcels given. 1,100,000 people who would starve otherwise, and over 400,000 of those went to children. How can we live in a society in which hunger is used as a weapon?
Can I
It's an absolutely intolerable situation.